Hi friends, and welcome to the video for the zodiac sign of Leo, and I hope all of you are doing well. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. So let's see what is coming up here in the energies for the 5th house ruled by the sun. I think we're in Scorpio season now. What have we got coming in for Leo? Spirit, please show us what's coming in. You are ready to go. There's a page of water in the cross, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone reaching out to you with a message of maybe like flirty, fun, silly. You feel like you're fully responsible and you are completely aware and enlightened about what you have to carry here. You feel like this is something you have to do right away, and the information you don't necessarily like. There's a water king. You want to fix it. You're like, I want to fix this. I've got all the skills and abilities and resources, but then you end up standing your ground and fighting back. So what is it you feel like you have to do with the Two of Rods for Leo? You feel like you have to balance the scales and make something appropriate or right. Why are you Three of Swords? There was something that maybe you held back or you weren't wanting to risk. And why are you defending your position? You're a king, you're a grown-up, or you're an adult. Wow, but there's a lot of anxiety around this situation. Why is there a water king here? Oh, there's also a water queen. So there's a couple. And who are these people? The truth about this situation? And why have you been holding it back? Four of Coin. There could be rumors, Page of Swords, or you have gossip. Yeah, but it's not certain with the moon. Why is there Nine of Swords? Okay, let's see. Why is there Nine of Swords? An Earth King, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. What happens with that? There's Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. So something could be changing. There could be legal matters. Changes happening. You feel like you want to walk away from this scenario. Why is it the moon? You just don't want to deal with anything that is uncertain or unknown, or you're just staying out of the gossip. Why is there Six of Pentacles? Something being given. There's a Aries, Leo, or Sag feminine here. This person wants to continue to persist. And there is something about that where someone is trying to understand and handle something. Okay, this person may have been told something very important, maybe from a higher authority. It could be a judgment or a court. Why is there the Wheel of Fortune? Something changes. Someone is being silent or quiet, and they've been through this before. They're just being quiet. They know the drill. They've been through this before. And why are you Justice here? Okay, why is there Justice for Leo? The cup of emotions overflows. You feel very strongly about this. Why is there truth around this? You're looking at the value or the worth of some document, some money, something that's given. I'm sorry, somebody else is looking at the value or the worth. And, okay, this whole situation will be healed and recovered. Okay, there is the death of a situation. It does close out the cycle. What happens with the death? Somebody is anticipating working on being very careful or specific. There is a Hierophant and Tower. So there is something about a court, a legal matter, and there is a Tower here. What is the Tower? It's the King of Swords. There could be like some kind of court order, justice, judgment, something like that. Okay, let's try one more time for Leo and we'll see what's going on. Okay. Let's see if we can get something very clear, very specific for Leo, 5th house. What do they need to see? What do they need to acknowledge? The Devil. Okay, so there could be something very toxic around a situation and someone is determined to go forward. There is a 3 of Swords under here with other people. What is going on? Memories of the past. Fire in one direction. Somebody is very worried. A Page of Wands and Aries, Leo, or Sag. What is your energy here? Okay. There is an energy where you feel ready or you're being influenced by a fire sign. This person is motivated or ready or anticipating. You don't know the information, but it comes out like the hero's march to victory. And maybe it's an announcement. We have the Death and we have the 8 of Cups. So somebody is making a final decision here, and there is a King and a Queen of Water. So there are these people who have very strong emotions, very strong feelings. They're acting on their feelings. There is a Fool. There is something about a risk. All right, what is the Death about? Okay, there is a 3 of Swords associated with other people. What happens with that? We have the Hierophant, and someone's under a lot of pressure or a lot of burdens. So there is a new Pentacle or document. What is this King and Queen of Water doing? They bring in the Sun and the Tower. So they shine the light on something that brings in a big disruption. These two people. It is a surprise, but there is a lie attached to it. There is some dishonesty around this situation. Okay. Okay, so for Leo, your planet is the Sun. So it means you are the alpha in the zodiac. So we're in Scorpio, 8th house energy, endings and beginnings, major transformation and major change. So what do we have going on here? The Devil. Something is very toxic. There's a Knight of Swords, somebody coming in, causing chaos. Moon reversed. Mysteries revealed. We have the Day of Judgment, the Day of Reckoning. We have a Pentacle coming in. There is strength and courage. You feel like this is very unfair. And what's coming in? A Page of Water. A friendly person. You have some kind of memory around this situation. That is not the best. There's an air sign coming in with this victory or this public statement. Why does it require strength? Again, because there's some kind of lie. And this is upsetting for someone. There's a Pentacle reversed. It's like something that is possibly removed or taken away. Why is there Page of Cups? Okay, the Ace of Swords reversed. There's some information that was not true. Other people relied upon it. Okay, Six of Air, staying out of conflict. There's something where you don't have the information. Two of Swords, Six of Swords. There is a King of Swords coming in here. And then there's someone defending their position. And then we have here the Pentacle being given to balance out the scales. And then that brings in healing, recovery. Okay, we do have the Death. So something here changes or ends or closes out the situation. Why is someone Ace of Swords reversed? They are motivated and waiting for something. They could be ignoring it as well. Turning their back on the situation. This brings in change, or some change is coming in. Somebody is trying to manipulate and maneuver a situation. Orchestrate. Who's trying to orchestrate? It's a goal. There's also a Water King in the upright, and this person has discovered something, but it is like a discovery through a very weird way. Like the Hermit reversed is like very unusual. It can also be somebody who doesn't know or doesn't understand. Wow, there's also a Water Queen. And the World. So there's something that you've been through before. And this is a goal. All right. I think I'm just going to leave it here for Leo. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.